So I've decided to post. So I've eventually done it after a year. So I guess the second video, I'll just talk about why I did actually wait a year to post. Because I filmed for a long time, and the journey I guess I've been on from now and starting a year ago, it's a completely different me. It's a completely different aim that I set out to do, I think. And it took that period of time to go through so many different emotions, and I'm glad I captured them on camera. But I'm also glad I didn't post, because I think it was a sensitive time for me, in terms of it could go any way. Any reaction could have happened from an outer sort, including an outer source. Other people saying this about your videos, you changing for whatever. So I wanted to also master not being influenced by anything, and just truly doing it for me, truly filming for me, and that's the foundation. And I think it's very important to set and to find your foundation in everything. And my foundation is me. It's a selfish foundation. It's get yourself sorted. Find a way to do this where it doesn't matter what happens, you'll carry on doing it. Because I don't believe something like this can be half-hearted. I don't think you can just dip in and then stop. You know what I mean? Of course you can. But for me, I'm like, no, if I'm starting it, I'm starting something. It means that much. This means that much to me. It's something that's that big in my mind that I've got to commit. And I've also got to look at it in the perspective of things, of why I don't mind waiting a year. Because if I'm going to do this for 10 years, 15 years, whatever, for a very long time, the perspective of a year is absolutely nothing. Like, that year can be so much more valuable if I keep it to myself, if I analyse it myself, because I can see what I truly want to do. I can see what I truly like and dislike, and a true way I want to be. I'm not going to get caught up in conforming to a certain way of posting and getting all caught up in views and certain ways to film and making your videos pop and having all these sound effects and editing styles and stuff like that. It takes a year for me to find my own style and to find out how I actually want to do this, and how I enjoy it. And there's the different emotions I've gone through in the past year of just doing it privately were pretty intense, where I couldn't even imagine if I had to do that publicly as well, and post and keep up with things. And that's also another reason. I didn't have a system in place, and I'm someone who likes systems, who likes to have a system in place to keep on doing something, because I understand I'm human. I understand I've got emotions, and one day I'm not going to want to film, and the next day I might not want to re-watch what I filmed or edit it into clips, or to even care what I'm saying, to even care about what I'm putting out there, to even care about, are my thoughts true, or am I just doing it for the sake of film? I understand I'm human and I'm going to have those emotions. So if I've got a system in place, I can stay consistent, and I don't have to waver. I don't have to also be disappointed in the fact that I've wavered. By me taking that time over a year find out almost who I am when it comes to doing this. I find out what it means to me, really, in essence, what it truly means to me to be doing this. And also I had a nice fresh perspective of I'm the only audience. You know, even now in the back of my mind, filming this, I've got a small little inkling of other people are actually going to watch this now. You know, from now on, people are going to watch every video. Whereas before, it was like, well, these don't go out yet. You know, I've got old videos in the bank that I'm going to post later once I sort through them. But from now, these are the videos. I think I got 10 or 15 videos ready to go that are in the past. But from now on, this is it. So there's a little bit more pressure. But because I'm already used to me filming, I've already got past a whole bunch of issues and a whole bunch of sensitive and self-aware thoughts that, you know, this one's nothing. This one I can just brush off and say, you're just doing it how you did it a year, you know, for the full year. I've got a foundation to compare myself to as well. But the different emotions that I went through were embarrassment, you know, a complete feel of embarrassment. You know, I still get it now, don't get me wrong. If I'm sat here and there's a car to my left and right and they're the same level with me, I think, God, they're going to be watching me. So there's still embarrassment, and there's going to be embarrassment every time I post and every time someone brings it up in conversation. But that's okay, because the only reason I am embarrassed about it is because it's new to me. And it's something out of my comfort zone. It's something I'm not used to. And that's fine. You know, I can deal with all that. And over a year, you know, I've created a foundation to get over those sort of hurdles. And another one is just the technical aspect of it. I mean, I am a perfectionist and an imperfectionist at the same time, almost, because I don't want to edit all this and I want it to be casual. But I'm a perfectionist in a way where I want it to be how I want it to be. And I wasn't enjoying some of the audio sometimes, and the lighting and the video quality. I wasn't enjoying certain aspects. So I had to get used to that. I had to figure out a way and do it in a slower way, in a long-term way, where I can focus on figuring out the right answer. I don't have to rush it just for this next video and stuff like that. And then there was another issue is, you know, I want to post a lot, so I've got to figure out a way of how to keep my thoughts flowing, how to keep my creativity up naturally, because I'm not sat here necessarily reading off a notepad. So I've got to figure out different ways to keep the thoughts flowing, which is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Because some days, yeah, I turn up, sit down, and I got loads of things to talk about. And some days I have absolutely nothing to talk about. And therefore I wouldn't post a lot. But I want to post. But I don't want to be forced into saying stuff that I don't want to say. So it's, you know, there's a balance, there's, like I said, a system that I've had to put in place to get this way that I want to be. But yeah, they're the main reasons, I guess, why I've held out for a year, which I don't regret doing at all. But yeah, anyway, at work now, so peace.